Hello there, Researcher Taegan here from the Devon Corporation. Today is indeed a very special day because today is the 10th annual Science and Robotics Festival. Now, my boss, Mr. Steven Stone, has commissioned me to study these very wonderful creatures, Beldum, as we so call them. Now, normally these Beldum don't have very much protection and they're very subject to the elements, so they normally corrode into this gnarly looking green color, teal or whatever you want to call this. But a research company, not that I'm affiliated with them, has managed to design a wonderful prototype. They've galvanized the Beldum such that it retains the shiny silver appearance. So it is my duty as a researcher of the Devon Corporation to round up as many shiny Beldum as I can to present to my boss and to the entire world to see. So after lots of walking in a nice cold cup of joe, I have managed to track down the lab that manufactures the special silver Beldum. Yeah, and it's now hotter than a magma's forehead butt crack, which is why I am sweating so much, and the sweat has got in my eye. So anyway, with the lab back there, you can see not much spawns there, so yeah, mainly the spawns are like right on this side of the road. That's the opposite side of the road. All the Pokestops are, you know, surprisingly not on that side of the road. It's on this side of the road where we are. That's like right here. So yeah, the Robotics Festival, it's gonna start in about like 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, 11 a.m. if I have not mistaken. So those guys back there at the lab are gonna release these Beldum into the wild in about 2 minutes. So wait, am I pointing at the tree right now? Yeah, the lab, that building right there. So, as you can see, the Robotics Festival has just kicked off, as you can see by these buildings here on the nearby. So it looks like that lab has released these lovely little creatures right on schedule. I'm about to head off to my first ever encounter with a Beldum. Hopefully it turns out well. Oh, I can see the lures going off. Pokemon Master Holly's Twitter notification, which I clicked on briefly there. Okay, Beldum, where are you? Okay, so looks like we have found ourselves a wild Beldum. And it is right here. Let's check. It is a rusty, corroded Beldum. Blast it. Alright, very nice roll across its eye, I guess. I mean, it's technically a Cyclops thing. So, whew, got it. My first Beldum of the Science Festival, the Science and Robotics Festival. Unfortunately, it's not a very good Beldum, IV-wise. Ooh, another Beldum. No, and it's still a rusty, corroded Beldum. Dang it. Okay, this one should be pretty easy to catch with just standard Pokeballs. Okay, I take that back, and my phone is lagging. Ooh, this is not like, you know, what was the other event? The EV one, where I got a shiny on the first try. Yeah, this Science and Robotics Festival is not going well. It's right now hotter than a magma's forehead butt crack, and like 25 minutes into the Science and Robotics Festival. Ironically enough, not many Beldums have been released. This is kind of near a lab slash residential area, so I thought this would be the most logical place to actually search for some Beldums, but currently not seeing that many here on the nearby. Oh, what do you know? We have a pair of Beldums. And this one is corroded, darn it. Ugh. Okay, pineapping this one. Okay, meanwhile, I shall walk up this pretty steep hill. Actually, it's not really that much of a hill, but rather a slope into this playground area that's under renovation. Okay, that's pretty underwhelming Beldum. Let's check this other. Oh, is this a Skarmory nest or something? Let's check this other Beldum. Blast it, it be corroded. I've been receiving reports of people finding their shiny silvery Beldums, but all I found is some rusty, gnarly, green Beldum. Ugh. Trainers, look what we have just found. We have just found ourselves a shiny, silvery Beldum. Yee! And obviously I'm not gonna risk the AR shot here. You know what happened last time. Yeah. Alright, first shiny silvery Beldum of today. And it's you know what? It's still silvery. I'll still keep it. My once in a lifetime galvanized Beldum. Dang it. Another corroded Beldum. Alright, it looks like we are at the heart of the Science and Robotics Festival here with magical 3D printers that somehow pop out Beldum. This is nowhere near the lab that produces these Beldum, but wow, I think they've set up some 3D printers here to produce their own Beldums here in the estate. It's a neighborhood estate, and I'm seeing lots of Beldums. I mean, it's a good job that the lab set up some 3D printers here. Wow, that's a good Beldum, CP wise. Unfortunately, it is still a gnarly corroded Beldum, not the silvery shiny one that I've been looking for. I guess these ones haven't been galvanized yet, but yeah, better get them quick before they start to break down and malfunction. And by that I mean despawn. wow, these Beldums are more feisty than the regular ones that I've seen so far. Our 3D printed Beldums somehow more dodgy. Alright, first 3D printed Beldum down, and I've still only got one silver Beldum so far. Nah, this isn't a good Beldum. IVY is gonna transfer this one, return this guy back to the lab. Alright, looks like we are hatching a 2-kilometer egg, which contains a Poochyena. How exciting. I'm even gonna bother to praise this one. Anyway, there are more Beldums here from these 3D printers. Wow, they sure are efficient. Blast it, it's a corroded Beldum. As you can see, lots of people here also enjoying the Science and Robotics Festival, catching some Beldums, searching for that galvanized one. Still haven't found one here. Well, this is only my second 3D printed Beldum. So, what more can we find? Oh, it's perfect defense. Okay, I am saving this one here. Alright, 2, defense 15. Alright. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, so after about like an hour or so of searching for more galvanized Beldum, we have officially, well, officially, not so officially, run into some rain. There is no rain. Yeah, just, you know, the in-game weather screwing up as usual. Anyway, at the heart of the Science and Robotics Festival, surprisingly many 3D printers, very little Beldum. Makes sense because Beldums hate in-game rain. Yeah, like I said, it's not actually raining. Alright, there are some network issues here. It's not just the rain that's keeping the Beldums from being 3D printed in this case, spawned if you're away from those magical 3D printers. But network errors, man. I think that's part of the reason why I've been seeing fewer and fewer Beldums lately. But I shall see how this event goes. We may be getting an extension. Okay, so it's slightly more than half time now, and I suspect that these magical 3D printers I see around me haven't passed the seal of approval for their quality control. They've been like 3D printing out lots of Beldums. The quantity is there, but the quality is not there. The CP seem great on face value, but IVs not great. So yeah, they failed quality control there. Also, Mewtwo raid in the corner, I'm not gonna go for that one, since, you know, as you can see, the GPS is kind of like glitching out right now. And, you know, when the GPS glitches out and when there are so many people here at the Science and Robotics Festival, there are bound to be other glitches, like the dodge glitch, or the attacking glitch, or your Pokemon disappearing from a raid glitch. that, you know, may occur. You see those other clusters of 3D printers? That is where I'm about to be headed. So I am hoping for a better quality spawns. Oh, wait, I just realized it's the other way. Shoot. Yeah, so as I was saying, I am hoping for better quality spawns, better IVs on the Beldums, not just high CP at face value and really crap IVs. So I have spotted 3 other Beldum here, not 3D printed, thankfully. Or maybe they... Okay, the Beldums just disappeared, I guess. Please come back. I'm waiting. Beldums. Oh, there are 4 now. The lab has given us 4 Beldums. And this first one here is a corroded green Beldum. Or teal, if you want to call it that. Alright, second Beldum. Regular corroded Beldum. After all, it's raining, so yeah, more corrosion, I guess. Or maybe these Beldums just haven't been galvanized by our suppliers, and by suppliers I mean the lab that's trying to like release these Beldums for the Science and Robotics Festival. Man, Mr. Steven Stone must be pretty disappointed at what's going on here. Hopefully I can round up more galvanized Beldum. So far I only have 1. Okay, last but not least, this other Beldum. I see that one over there that's 3D printed. Damn, the Science and Robotics Festival hasn't been in my favor. The GPS lag, the you know, the lack of quality spawns, the lack of galvanized Beldum for that matter. Yep. These Beldums definitely don't pass quality control. Okay, so now for these 2 3D printed Beldums, how do they compare? It's kind of noisy here, so I'll move out. And onto this basketball court I see in front of me. Oh, it looks like there are a group of fellow science enthusiasts capturing some Beldum, hoping to find a galvanized one. You know what, I'm gonna set you down. Right here on this little table. So first 3D printed Beldum here. Nope, not even close. I'm gonna return you back to the lab for Professor for Mr. Stone to be disappointed at you. The Devon Corporation lab is I mean, it is a big lab with lots of employees, but I want to try my best nonetheless. I mean, I can trust the rest of my employees to bring in the galvanized Beldum, but you know, I just want to play my part in bringing back lots of shiny galvanized Beldum. Let's appraise this. Your Beldum is a wonder. It's best as... Ooh, this is actually a good Beldum. I'll keep you. Okay, trainers, looks like Niantic has officially announced an extension for the Science and Robotics Festival. Let me read the tweet to you. Attention trainers. Niantic is finally giving us an extension to the Science and Robotics Festival. So at least that's great for us to hear. So Mr. Steven Stone, I hope you won't be as disappointed now. I'll let my camera convey that message to you. Okay, so as you can see, these 3D printers have now self-destructed. Some of them are deactivated and just become regular Pokestops. No more Beldum spawning. Skarmory, Swablu, all that jazz. Ecans. Yeah, so the Science and Robotics Festival has been a kind of a success. I did manage to get 3 Meteor Mash Metagross out of the event. I wouldn't consider it that much of a success compared to other community days I have had in the past, but definitely pretty memorable for me despite all the server lag, the issues. Only 1 galvanized Beldum here today, so not that big of an accomplishment really. No official word on Niantic on when the next day of the 10th Annual Science and Robotics Festival is going to be, but I trust that Niantic is going to make it pretty soon, at least before the month ends. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this event real quick. I don't want this video to get too long. So this has been Researcher Taegan here from the Devon Corporation, and I sign off right here in at the void deck of some flat. And see you in the next video. Mr. Steven, hope you're satisfied with my catch. And yeah, I'm gonna sign off right now.